Today, I want to share with you a truth so powerful that it can completely transform your life. The truth about the infinite mind of God that dwells within you. You see, the divine mind is not somewhere far away. It is not distant or inaccessible. It is the very source of your thoughts, your inspiration, and your inner guidance. When you learn to align your conscious mind with this divine intelligence, when you allow the wisdom, love, and creative power of God to flow through your thoughts and actions, miracles begin to happen. Your circumstances change, your health improves, your relationships flourish, and every area of your life begins to resonate with abundance and peace. In this speech, I will guide you step by step on how to quiet the outer noise, listen to the still small voice within, and harmonize your thoughts with the mind of God. And when you do this, you will unlock the life you were always meant to live, a life of joy, purpose, and limitless possibilities. Remember, your mind is a sacred instrument. And when it is tuned to the divine frequency, nothing is impossible. You must understand that the mind of God is not some distant force, something out there in the heavens beyond your reach. It is not separate from you, nor is it reserved for a chosen few. The divine mind is already within you. It is the very essence of your being, the source from which all wisdom, creativity, abundance, and healing flow. Many people search outside themselves for answers, looking to others, to circumstances, or to material means to solve their problems. But the truth is that every answer already exists within your own mind. This is the miraculous reality. Your inner consciousness is a reflection of the infinite intelligence of God. When you awaken to this truth, your life begins to transform in ways you never imagined. Think for a moment about the infinite potential that exists within a single human thought. A single idea, when aligned with the divine mind, has the power to change not only your life but the world around you. You have within you the same creative power that shaped the universe, the same intelligence that governs the stars, the same wisdom that knows no limits. This is not a metaphor, it is a spiritual law. Every thought you hold in your mind carries a frequency. When your thoughts are in harmony with the mind of God, they resonate with infinite power, and the universe responds. Opportunities appear, challenges dissolve, and your life unfolds according to divine design. Yet, most people fail to realize this power because they are unaware of their inner connection. They live in a state of distraction, doubt, or fear, looking outside themselves for solutions. But when you turn inward, when you quiet the chatter of the outer world and focus on the inner divine presence, you tap into a source of limitless wisdom and strength. This is the secret that prophets, saints, and visionaries have always understood. The key is to consciously affirm and recognize that the divine mind is not somewhere out there, but is alive, active, and accessible within you at every moment. To tap into this infinite power, you must first quiet your conscious mind. Through prayer, meditation, or simple reflective thought, you create a space where the divine can speak. In this silence, the answers come effortlessly. You will find that guidance appears not as a struggle or a complicated plan, but as a gentle, unmistakable knowing. It may come as an insight, an idea, or a sudden shift in perspective. This is the mind of God at work within you. Every time you listen to this inner wisdom and act upon it, you strengthen your connection, and the flow of divine power becomes more and more apparent in your daily life. Remember, the divine mind is not limited by your current circumstances. Poverty, illness, or difficulty are not barriers. They are merely conditions that your conscious alignment can transform. By affirming the truth of your inner divinity, by thinking and acting from a place of faith and trust, you begin to draw from a limitless reservoir of creative energy. The more you acknowledge this inner power, the more your life becomes a reflection of divine intelligence, love, and abundance. The realization that the mind of God is within you is not just an inspiring idea. It is a practical tool for transformation. Once you accept it fully and make it the foundation of your thoughts and actions, you will discover an inner freedom that allows you to create the life you truly desire. Your mind, tuned to the frequency of the divine, becomes a magnet for miracles, prosperity, health, and peace. This is your birthright. The power has always been inside you. All that remains is for you to awaken to it, claim it, and let it guide your life. Alignment with the divine mind is the key to unlocking the limitless potential within you. It is one thing to know that God's infinite intelligence resides in your consciousness, but it is an entirely different thing to actively bring your conscious thoughts into harmony with that divine intelligence. Most people live in a state of unconscious reaction, allowing circumstances, doubts, and fears to dictate their thinking. They drift through life, unaware that every thought they hold is shaping their reality. But when you consciously choose to align your thoughts with the wisdom and intelligence of the divine, you begin to shape your life with clarity, purpose, and effortless power. The process begins with awareness. You must observe the nature of your thoughts. Are they filled with worry, limitation, and scarcity, or are they guided by trust, faith, and divine understanding? Your mind, like a radio, is constantly sending out vibrations that attract corresponding experiences. When your thoughts are aligned with the infinite wisdom of God, you attract solutions, opportunities, and ideas that move you toward your highest good. Misalignment, however, creates confusion, struggle, and delay. Therefore, the conscious mind must be trained to think in a way that resonates with the higher intelligence within. One of the most powerful tools for this alignment is affirmations. By repeatedly affirming the truth of God's wisdom and presence in your life, you gradually reprogram your conscious thought patterns. For example, when you tell yourself, "I think in harmony with the infinite wisdom of God, and divine solutions flow effortlessly to me," you are creating a direct channel to the mind of God. These affirmations are not mere words. They are declarations that shape the very fabric of your consciousness. With consistent practice, your subconscious mind accepts these affirmations as truth, and your outer life begins to reflect them. Visualization is another essential practice. When you clearly imagine the outcome you desire while consciously feeling it as already true, you are aligning your thoughts with divine intelligence. God's mind operates in the realm of perfect forms and infinite possibilities. By creating mental images of the life you wish to live, in harmony with faith and gratitude, you participate in the divine creative process. This is not wishful thinking, it is the law of the universe. Every great achievement, every invention, every life transformed begins with a thought consciously aligned with the mind of God. In addition to affirmation and visualization, the quality of your emotions plays a vital role in alignment. The conscious mind must not only think in harmony with divine intelligence, but also feel in harmony. Peace, joy, love, and gratitude are the frequencies that match the vibration of God's mind. Fear, doubt, and anxiety create a mismatch that blocks the flow of divine guidance. By cultivating inner calm and trust, you create the perfect environment for God's wisdom to manifest in your life. Daily reflection and meditation provide the necessary stillness to maintain this alignment. In moments of quiet contemplation, you detach from the outer distractions and focus entirely on the inner presence. Here, in the silence of your own being, you receive guidance, inspiration, and insight that surpasses human understanding. This practice strengthens the connection between your conscious mind and divine intelligence, making it natural for you to think, choose, and act in ways that reflect God's wisdom. Remember, alignment is not something you achieve once and forget. It is a continuous practice, a way of life. Each thought, each decision, each moment of focus is an opportunity to bring your mind into harmony with the infinite intelligence within. When you commit to this alignment, you discover a life of ease, clarity, and miraculous solutions. You realize that the divine mind is not only within you, but that it can actively guide every aspect of your existence. The more consciously you align, the more your life becomes a living reflection of divine intelligence, love, and abundance. Many people live their entire lives without realizing that the obstacles they face are not outside themselves, but within their own minds, limiting beliefs, those subconscious convictions that tell you, "I can't," "I'm not enough," or "this is impossible," act as invisible barriers that block the flow of abundance, success, and miracles. These beliefs are deeply ingrained, often formed during childhood or through repeated experiences of doubt and fear. They quietly shape your reality, influencing your thoughts, actions, and the results you attract. But the truth is that no external circumstance has the power to limit you unless you give it permission in your own mind. By clearing these limiting beliefs, you open the door to the infinite power of the divine mind and allow miracles to flow into your life effortlessly. The first step in this process is awareness. You must consciously identify the thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back. Notice the repeated statements in your mind: "I can't succeed," "I don't deserve love," or "I will never be healthy." These are not truths, they are simply mental patterns that have been accepted as fact. Once you become aware of them, you can begin the process of transformation. Awareness alone begins to weaken their grip, because the moment you shine the light of consciousness on a limiting belief, it begins to lose its power. Affirmation is the most powerful tool to replace these limiting beliefs with positive, life-affirming truths. When you affirm statements such as, "I am deserving of abundance," "Divine intelligence guides me toward success," or "Miracles flow into my life effortlessly," you are reprogramming your subconscious mind. Repetition of these affirmations, combined with faith and emotion, rewires the mind to accept new possibilities. You are literally transforming your mental landscape, replacing scarcity and limitation with abundance and opportunity. Visualization also plays a key role. By vividly imagining yourself already living a life free from limitation, experiencing health, prosperity, joy, and love, you impress these truths onto your subconscious mind. Visualization is not daydreaming. It is a deliberate, focused act of aligning your consciousness with the infinite possibilities of the divine mind. Every mental image you hold with conviction, every feeling of certainty you experience, sends a signal to the universe, drawing circumstances that match the new beliefs you are nurturing. Equally important is the practice of forgiveness and letting go. Often, limiting beliefs are attached to past experiences, disappointments, or perceived failures. By forgiving yourself and others and releasing resentment or regret, you remove the emotional blocks that reinforce these negative patterns. The mind, when freed from bitterness, fear, and guilt, becomes a fertile ground for divine abundance to flourish. In this liberated state, you are fully receptive to guidance, inspiration, and miraculous solutions that were previously blocked by your own subconscious resistance. Consistency is key. Just as a garden requires regular care to remove weeds and nourish the soil, your mind requires daily attention to remove limiting beliefs and cultivate positive, empowering thoughts. Through repetition, faith, and emotional engagement, the new patterns become your default state. You begin to automatically perceive opportunities, attract helpful people, and notice solutions that were invisible before. Miracles, which once seemed rare or extraordinary, become a natural expression of your daily life because you have aligned your mind with the infinite intelligence of God. Remember, the divine mind operates without limitation. Abundance, health, love, and success are your birthright, but your conscious alignment with this infinite power determines how fully it can manifest. By clearing limiting beliefs, by consciously choosing thoughts of faith, possibility, and empowerment, you create a life where miracles are not exceptions, they are the rule. The moment you release your mental blocks, you step into a reality governed by divine intelligence, where all things are possible, and your life unfolds with ease, joy, and infinite potential. Visualization and faith are two of the most powerful tools you possess to bring your desires into tangible reality. The human mind has an extraordinary capacity to create the life you imagine, and when combined with unwavering faith, it becomes a conduit for divine intelligence. Many people live their lives reacting to circumstances, waiting for opportunities to appear, or hoping for change to happen from the outside. But the truth is that the power to shape your destiny resides entirely within you. By using the imagination, guided by faith, you can consciously participate in the creative power of God and manifest a life of abundance, health, joy, and success. Visualization begins with the conscious creation of mental images. It is not a passive act. It is deliberate, focused, and filled with emotional conviction. You must see yourself already living the reality you desire, experiencing it as vividly and completely as possible. Imagine the details, how it looks, how it feels, how it smells, and even how others respond to your presence in that fulfilled state. When you engage your senses and emotions in this mental imagery, your subconscious mind begins to accept it as truth. Your subconscious cannot distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real, and it will begin to work tirelessly to bring this imagined reality into your physical life. Faith is the fuel that powers visualization. Without faith, your mental images remain mere daydreams. Faith is the deep knowing that the desires of your heart are not only possible, but are already on their way to manifestation. It is the trust that the infinite intelligence of God is at work, aligning circumstances, people, and events to bring your vision to life. When visualization is combined with faith, a magnetic force is created, drawing your desires toward you with precision and inevitability. This is the law of the universe at work, the law of divine mental causation, which ensures that what is firmly believed, imagined, and felt will manifest in due course. To strengthen this process, it is important to include feeling in your visualization. Simply seeing an image in your mind is not enough. You must emotionally experience it as if it is already true. Feel the joy, the relief, the satisfaction, or the gratitude that accompanies the fulfillment of your desires. This emotional engagement sends a powerful signal to the subconscious mind and the universe, telling it that this reality is not only desired but expected. Your feelings act as a bridge between your conscious desire and the divine power within you. Consistency is essential. Daily practice of visualization, even for a few minutes, gradually rewires your mind. The more you immerse yourself in these mental images, the more firmly they are impressed upon your subconscious mind. Over time, your thoughts, actions, and even perceptions begin to align naturally with this desired reality. Opportunities that once seemed improbable appear effortlessly, and obstacles dissolve because your mind is tuned to recognize solutions and pathways that support the manifestation of your vision. It is also important to release any doubt or impatience during this process. The universe operates on perfect timing, and your task is to maintain faith while imagining the desired outcome. Trust that the divine mind is orchestrating the details perfectly, even if they are not immediately visible. Doubt weakens the signal. Faith strengthens it. By combining clear, vivid visualization with unwavering belief, you align yourself with the infinite intelligence of God, which knows no limits and has the power to create miracles beyond human comprehension. Remember, visualization and faith are not mere techniques, they are expressions of your inner connection with the divine. They allow you to participate actively in the creative power that shapes the universe. By using them consistently, you transform your life from a passive experience into an empowered, purposeful journey. The desires of your heart are waiting for you to claim them. Through focused imagination and unwavering faith, you can manifest them into reality and live a life of abundance, fulfillment, and divine harmony. The emotions you carry within you have a profound influence on the quality of your life. Fear, anger, worry, and doubt are not just fleeting feelings. They are energies that can block the flow of divine intelligence and prevent miracles from manifesting. On the other hand, emotions like love, gratitude, joy, and inner peace act as powerful channels that align you with the infinite mind of God. Harmonizing your emotions with divine love and peace is one of the most effective ways to open yourself fully to abundance, health, and success. Until your emotions are in harmony with the divine, your thoughts alone cannot bring complete transformation. Every thought is energized by the emotion behind it. If your thoughts are positive but your feelings are negative, the negative emotions will dominate, weakening the impact of your intentions. That is why it is essential to cultivate a deep emotional connection to divine love and peace. This is not merely a mental exercise. It is a conscious decision to live from a higher vibration. When you embrace love, gratitude, and serenity as your inner baseline, every thought you think resonates with the frequency of the infinite mind, and life begins to reflect this inner harmony. The practice of emotional harmonization begins with awareness. Observe your emotional patterns. Notice when fear, doubt, or resentment arises. Recognize that these emotions are temporary and do not define you. By simply acknowledging them without judgment, you create the space to shift into a higher emotional state. Begin to consciously replace these lower emotions with feelings of love, compassion, and trust. When anger arises, Respond with understanding. When anxiety creeps in, invite peace and calm. When doubt challenges you, affirm faith and confidence in the divine intelligence that guides you. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for harmonizing your emotions. By giving thanks for all that you already have, you create a vibration that attracts more blessings into your life. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from fear to faith. Love, too, is transformative. When you cultivate a sense of unconditional love for yourself, for others, and for life itself, you align with the highest frequency of the universe. This love dissolves resistance, opens the heart, and allows divine energy to flow freely through every aspect of your life. Daily meditation or quiet reflection strengthens this emotional harmony. In moments of stillness, you can consciously connect with the presence of God within, feel the divine love that surrounds you, and invite peace into every cell of your being. This practice does more than calm the mind. It transforms the emotional climate of your inner world, making it a fertile ground for miracles, inspiration, and creative solutions to emerge. Harmonizing your emotions with divine love and peace is not a passive experience. It is a conscious, deliberate way of living. The more you practice it, the more natural it becomes, until love, gratitude, and serenity are your default state. From this place, every thought, word, and action is aligned with the infinite intelligence of God, and your life becomes a reflection of divine order, abundance, and joy. True transformation begins here, in the heart and the emotions, because it is through emotional harmony that you open fully to the miraculous possibilities of life. To truly transform your life, it is not enough to experience moments of connection with the divine mind. You must learn to live consistently from its frequency. Every thought, word, and action carries an energy that either aligns you with divine intelligence or pulls you away from it. When you maintain a steady alignment with the mind of God, you create a life of flow where opportunities appear effortlessly, challenges are met with wisdom, and miracles become a natural expression of your daily existence. Living from this frequency is not a temporary practice. It is a way of life, a conscious commitment to allow divine intelligence to guide every aspect of your being. Consistency begins with the conscious choice to bring awareness to your thoughts at all times. Most people drift through life on autopilot, reacting to circumstances rather than consciously shaping their reality. But the moment you decide to observe your thoughts, to filter them through the lens of divine wisdom, your mind begins to operate in harmony with the infinite intelligence within you. You begin to think creatively, act with clarity, and respond with calm assurance, knowing that the divine mind is always guiding you. Every action you take from this frequency becomes a reflection of divine order. When you act in alignment with God's intelligence, you naturally make decisions that lead to success, health, abundance, and peace. You no longer struggle against life. Instead, you move with it. Challenges are no longer obstacles but opportunities to exercise faith, to trust in the unseen guidance of the divine, and to demonstrate your inner strength. Consistency in this state of alignment produces a life where every day is infused with purpose, every choice is guided by wisdom, and every moment resonates with divine harmony. Affirmations, meditation, and visualization are essential tools for maintaining this frequency. By repeating positive affirmations, you reinforce your connection to the divine mind and remind yourself of your innate power. Meditation provides the stillness necessary to listen to divine guidance, and visualization allows you to keep your focus on the outcomes you wish to create, ensuring your thoughts and feelings remain in alignment with the higher intelligence within. These practices, when applied consistently, create a powerful habit of living in harmony with God's mind. Emotion also plays a vital role. To live consistently from the frequency of the divine mind, your emotions must resonate with love, gratitude, and peace. Negative emotions, such as fear, anger, or resentment, disrupt this alignment. By consciously cultivating positive feelings, you maintain the vibrational state that allows divine intelligence to flow unhindered. Love, joy, and trust act as the invisible threads that weave your life into a tapestry of abundance and fulfillment. Ultimately, living from the frequency of the divine mind is about embodying faith in every aspect of your life. It is about trusting that the infinite intelligence within you knows the perfect path, and that by remaining aligned, you are always guided toward your highest good. As you make this alignment your daily practice, life itself becomes a reflection of divine order. Your health, wealth, relationships, and inner peace all flourish because you have learned to live not by the limited perspective of the human mind, but by the limitless wisdom of the divine. This is the ultimate secret to a life of miracles, joy, and boundless possibilities. As we bring these truths to a close, remember this: the power to transform your life has always been within you. The mind of God is not distant, it is not separate. It dwells within your own consciousness, waiting for you to awaken to its infinite intelligence, love, and creative power. When you align your thoughts with this divine frequency, clear the limiting beliefs that block your potential, use visualization and faith to shape your desires, harmonize your emotions with love and peace, and live consistently in alignment with divine wisdom, your life becomes a living miracle. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstance. You are the conscious creator of your own reality. The opportunities, the abundance, the health, the relationships, and the joy you seek are not outside you. They are already present within the mind of God, waiting to flow through you. By trusting this truth and acting upon it with faith and purpose, you open the floodgates of miracles, allowing the universe to respond in perfect harmony with your innermost desires. So step forward with confidence, knowing that your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions are powerful instruments of creation. Live each day consciously, intentionally, and in alignment with the divine wisdom within. Let love guide you, let faith sustain you, and let gratitude amplify the miracles that are already on their way to you. The life you have always dreamed of is not a distant hope. It is your present reality waiting to be claimed. Remember, the divine mind is within you, and when you embrace it fully, nothing is impossible. Align yourself, trust the process, and watch as your life transforms into a reflection of infinite intelligence, abundance, and peace. The power is yours, the moment is now. Leave from the mind of God, and let your life become the extraordinary miracle it was always meant to be.